on this computer. Okay.
I,
So I want to say that when you learn just one or two things, if you are enjoying the conversation, the time that you're spending, then the one thing, let's just say that you're learning now, then you're learning a little something as well as enjoying the conversation. You see? So I'm really happy that you're here. Francisco just joined.
Francisco,
Yeah, he's
great.
not here. He's not here yet, but he joined the link, the Telegram group.
It's
So
been a
hopefully,
long time. I don't see
yeah.
Francisco.
Well, it has been a while since I've seen you guys, but maybe you all have been meeting independent. I don't know. But of course, I'd love to.
We create a WhatsApp group,
Uh-huh.
and we could keep on practicing each every day.
Okay.
But we took about 2 months
Mm-hmm.
uh, meeting every day, and suddenly we started because you see everyone has some problems. Today I'm not going to go, and I think that Shetna was the best one.
Okay.
She she opened the class every day, and
Uh-huh.
when she took some vacations, everybody took
Just
vacations with her
with her.
and couldn't get back.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
the group still open,
very
and
good.
we still putting some messages, but I think we lost the rhythm. We have to
Mm-hmm.
get back.
And that happens. I belong to a group of individuals where we meet we try to meet Monday through Thursday. Some days we do not meet, but most often we're there from 4 o'clock until 4:50. And what that does is an accountability group. It's an accountability group. And in the accountability group, it helps us to remember that our goal is to always do something in our business. If we don't meet, say Tuesday, the other people will meet. It's not the onus of just one person to make sure that we all show up.
Oh,
We just show up. Even if no one else shows up, even if no one else show up for yourself. Of course, there's no one for you to practice with, but go with the intent that someone else is going to join. And
yeah,
when you're doing that, what actually will happen is that the consistency and the rhythm hopefully will never fall off. Now, I will say with the Telegram group that has 64 members, some you don't know, most of them you
yeah,
would
I've
not
noticed.
know. You would not know. But when I stop showing up, then I think it's like what you're saying with your group, people stop coming. But have the understanding that the group is not for me, it is for you and the other members to find a way to keep yourselves encouraged. You speak English very well.
Thank you.
However, when you are there, you're helping those who aren't speaking as good. And you're learning something because they will ask you a question that you may not have really given any thought to. And then when you go find the answer, now you have the answer. Um, I'm going to ask you, uh, who did I say just joined? But he may be thinking that we're in that group. Can you go to the group and tell him that we are at this link?
Okay, I will take the link on WhatsApp because I am on my notebook. It's easier for me. I will copy the link
Yeah,
in
and
WhatsApp,
just say
and
this is where we are, and other people, the other 64 people may come as well, but I didn't post it there. I posted it to Crystal for the Take Lessons group. Do you see it? Can you find it?
mm,
Mhm.
I'm going to get to the Telegram. Let me take some minutes.
Invite. copy. I'll put the link in the chat. This is the link for Zoom. This is a Zoom link.
Oh, I can see your video now.
Oh, you didn't see me before now?
No, because you see you posted it today, and I was at work, and it's
Uh-huh.
difficult for me to open, and people are surrounding me every day.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here now. And I think, oops, let me plug my battery. If you can't find it, I can go there and do it now. I forget that I do have the Telegram on my computer. I just think that I have it.
I didn't know they created the app for
The computer
notebooks
for the
and
laptop.
computer, and
Yeah, I
I
didn't.
discovered that yesterday.
Yeah, so it is there. And now let's see if I can find it. GELA
Oh, that's
Telegram.
you see, yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I thought that our group would be happening in in Telegram, and I stood a lot of a time looking to the Telegram. Oh, nobody's talking, and in my mind, the
Mm-hmm.
class would start at 8 p.m. in Brazil. For you,
Ah,
it would be 7 p.m.
uh-huh.
And I spent a half hour, half
Uh,
hour
right.
waiting for the class to stop,
Oh
to
no.
start. And when I got to the class, you were finishing it. Say,
Right.
oh my gosh.
Okay, so the link hasn't changed, but I just didn't post the link here.
Yeah.
FRANCISCANTAS. So Francisco has joined the group, but he may be looking for something else as well. And I don't know. Let's see if I can find his
Let's.
name.
I'll talk to him in English, in Portuguese. No, I.
Francisco.
Hi,
Okay,
Francisco.
okay. I don't see his name anywhere in the, but I can see that he did just join the group, Francisco Dantes. But I don't know how to reach out to him. So I will leave that as it is. But see, Douglas, you're sending him a message, but I don't know that he even sees it,
Oh
but
yeah.
he should because
Yes,
he just
he has
joined.
already.
All right.
Uh,
Well, we'll just wait for him to click the link.
Oh,
Now,
he answered.
oh, he did answer.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
So we'll see if he can join us. But I do believe there's value in many of the applications, whether it's LinkedIn, Telegram, WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube channel. All of those are good places for people to learn, but it isn't going to happen immediately. It's a slow process when you do not have a dedicated tutor, I should say.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
And and I
Uh,
and people have responsibilities, and I understand that. People have responsibilities and they cannot dedicate, the time or the resources. And I want to say they need to stay encouraged that if they just do a little bit, not try to do so much at one time, then over the period of whatever, 2 years, 5 years, you get it. So I have had a little boy that started with me in kindergarten. He's in Germany. And now he's in sixth grade. And I have him every week.
I
Well,
remember his video.
well,
You posted
no,
his video.
if I posted his video, you won't see his face. You might hear his voice. You'll hear
Oh
his
no,
young.
no. I remember
Well,
a
and
kids
there was a
video.
time when I did some kids. They were in Bangladesh. I did some
Oh, that's
I,
one. That
I
one.
did
That
some
one.
kids in Bangladesh for a week. I did some kids in Bangladesh, and that was just to let people know, parents know, that if they wanted classes for their children, that I could work with their children. But Bangladesh, maybe those parents did not find that much value. So what I look at, of the billions of people that are around the world, many of those billions are not in an area where it's economically possible or feasible for them to participate, which is fine. But if they watch the videos, they participate in the Facebook page, then I will give classes or situations like this where we'll come live. But this is not enough to say that you've grown so much. But if you've never spoken to a native English speaker, this is an amazing opportunity to do
Yeah,
so if you're
I totally
able,
agree.
if you're able to do so. But it's a give and take so that it becomes a win-win for me and a win-win for you. So when you all help me get through that threshold to monetize my YouTube channel, it was such a great feeling that now every video that I create and someone watches it, the minutes compounds and adds up to some type of compensation. So that is what I try to convey to individuals. And I get a lot of requests on Facebook, but I want to talk to you. And I'll say, you can go to my YouTube channel. No, I don't want to go to your YouTube channel. And it would take too much of my time to try to explain the give and take. Because one, when I was learning the Spanish, but I'm not learning the Spanish now, but it's because I'm making the choice not to learn
Yeah.
Spanish. But when I was learning, in addition to the snippets that we would do, I would go to videos and watch videos also. And I would click on the thumbs up, like this was good today. I'd leave a comment.
To help
So
the person who took a time to produce that work, that job.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I understand it, but if someone doesn't understand the give and take, then I just don't have that kind of time to give or the desire to give. And then there are some who say, well, this is not beneficial. If this is not beneficial, then I'm not the person for you anyway, for that person anyway. And I believe Crystal is coming on now. Um,
Great.
so so for now, I know that we've talked about in your mind, on my mind. So in and on, there's a difference when you can use it. I'm going to get on the bus. I'm going to get in the
In the
bus.
bus.
So you could use those, either one, depending upon, but you definitely are not sitting on the outside of the bus, but you can put something on top of the bus,
Mm-hmm.
or I can sit in the seat or sit on the seat. Either one of those would be okay. But the goal would be start using them and you'll start to feel a sense of, now I understand it. But if you're
Yeah.
just asking in a general conversation like we're doing now, and you're not intentionally using it, you will forget. No, what was it that she said? But I can say it's in my mind. Oh, I remember, it's in my mind. It's in my mind. Something is going in
In my
and
mind.
something's on
It's
my
on your
mind.
mind.
If it's on your mind, if it's on your mind, it's already in your mind. And you just have to play with it until you truly understand it. Um, so let's say hello to Crystal, is still trying to join. I think she's joining twice. But as I
Oh,
said,
maybe it's the connection.
yes, she said that it's not easy for her to connect.
I remember that Erica has the same problem. I don't know if it's in a problem in Argentina or a
Mhm.
problem
Oh, or
on
could,
their cities,
or is
their
it,
houses. I don't know.
or is it the
I'm
time of day? Like maybe
Yeah,
sometimes it's easier at a particular time. I don't know.
I am very very next. No, very when I saw next to the place. What can I say? What can I say? I'm very the my position
Hmm.
of the font of my signal is very oh
Close or far away?
yes, I'm close. I'm
Okay, it's very
close to
close to home.
the my internet connector. So I
Okay,
maybe I have the best signal because of that.
okay. And for me, I could be any place in my home. Right now, I'm actually in the room where the cable box is. It's over there, but I could go downstairs and it would not be a problem for
No,
me.
because of the signal, the quality of the signal,
Mm-hmm.
you can go everywhere and you don't have problem. In my house, if I go to a balcony,
Yes.
it's better to get the 3G signal. Oh,
Okay.
Crystal is there.
Okay. And probably the infrastructure in the country also has something to do with it
Yeah.
because, I mean, in the US,
Maybe you have better equipments with
yeah,
better signals.
yeah, I think we do. And we have so many that we can choose from. Like I'm going to change it though, because I pay $79 a month for my connectivity, but they have a special now with Spectrum for $39. So you just drop one and go with the other and then
Yeah.
go back to it. So we'll see. Hi, Crystal.
Crystal, you are mute.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi,
I'm sorry,
Crystal. No worry. I could see
my
that you.
camera off because I have a terrible headache.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I
I'm
decided to enter anyway, join you because I didn't
okay.
want to the
Miss
the
this
meeting.
opportunity. That's fine, Crystal. Thank you so much for joining us. So we were just talking about the word in and the word on. I made two videos today, but of course I scheduled them, Crystal, so eventually they will pop up on YouTube about
Mm.
phrasal verbs. So I hope that
Oh,
you'll find them beneficial. And they're less than 5 minutes long right now
I have a
because
question about the
yes,
verbs, teacher.
okay.
Um, I don't know. I know that a native English speaker use them a lot. However, I think so in formal situation. Uh, mm, uh, I don't know if correct use them in a formal situation, maybe in a letter or
Are you talking
in
about phrasal verbs?
yes, phrasal verbs.
Usually, usually you do not use them in formal situations. And when I say formal situations, I'm talking about really executive situations. On your job, that's not formal. A formal situation would be where you have guest speakers, you dress up, maybe you're at a dinner, but the dinner is not with friends. Other than that, you use you use these phrases all the time. So here's the key to it, Crystal. When you ask, should you use them in formal situations? I would say in your case, you're not going to be in situations where it would be inappropriate. How do I know? Because you're not an executive at a business in an office. You're not the CEO. You're not the owner of a business. Even if you were the owner of a business, you could still use phrasal verbs. So in your case, you can feel safe using phrasal verbs. But here is the thing that you have to remember.
Yes.
Before you can use the phrasal verb, you have to understand it. This is why I say learn 3, 4, or 5. Learn them. You may hear others. You may hear other phrasal verbs, but make sure that you've learned very deeply 5 of them. So for example, cut up. Now, I know that you prepare dinner for your family, and maybe you cut up the potatoes. Maybe you cut up whatever you would cut up.
The meat.
Cut up the meat. A lot of phrasal verbs are in my head, but because I'm thinking about them, they're not coming forward. But if I hear it or the situation presents itself, I will use it. The only way that I'm able to use them with such frequency and fluency is that I've used them forever.
Yes.
But if you're asking me to just give you a word, it's like a vocabulary word. Well, I have a lot of vocabulary words, but if I just try to think of a vocabulary word to fit in the conversation, like what we do here, when each of us have a vocabulary word, like yours is connector, I just remember it from yesterday. I have to think about it. You want to get to the point where, as Spanish is your native language, you don't think about what you're going to say. You think about how you're going to say it and how it will be received. But you've spoken this language since you were a child. Now, what is required is for you to take up the opportunity to learn how to use it. So I can challenge you, but it would be up to you to do it. When you go to the Telegram group,
yes.
choose five phrase words or 2. You may speak about more than 2, but use 2. And every time you come on the Telegram group, say something that encourages you, that forces you to use the phrasal verb. If you use it incorrectly, I will tell you. You don't need to ask me, did I use it correctly? Is it right? Because you're focusing too much on it. Just say what it is that you want to say. Know that you want to use the phrase. So give me a phrasal verb today, and we'll try to use it throughout today's conversation.
Come across.
Okay. Come across. What does it mean? What does that mean to you? Come across.
When you find something unexpectedly.
Can you give me an example of something that you've come across recently?
Okay, I was cleaning my bedroom and I came across some pictures.
Very good. Pictures. So you can see that you can even take come across and change it to came across. So when you come across things that you were not expecting, how does it make you feel? How did you feel when you came across the pictures?
Yeah, it was a surprise.
Okay. And that's fine. You could just say it was a surprise to come across the pictures that I found. Now tell me, the pictures that you found in your room, where exactly were they when you came across them?
I'm sorry, could you repeat question?
Where exactly were they? Were they under the dresser? Were they in a drawer? Where were these pictures when you came across? Try to use the word came across. When I came across the pictures, they were?
When I came across the pictures, they were in a box.
They were in a box.
into the I don't know. I don't remember the name of the.
And that's not so important. So now when you talk to your children and they say, Mom, I can't find my shoes. Well, you might say, well, if you go look under your bed, you may come across them. You may find them underneath your bed. So they came across their shoes underneath their bed. You just keep saying it. You want to get comfortable with, I want to be able to say, came across, coming across. You want to keep saying it so that it becomes automatic, that it comes to your brain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's
Okay.
how that is how you're going to learn it. And you can learn more than one, you can learn two, but I would say try learning two, go to Telegram, and remember you may not get any response from anyone, but you might. But you'll get an opportunity to just hear yourself say it. Give
Yes.
yourself some grace. Giving
Mm.
yourself grace is that, well, I made a mistake, and move on. And you come back tomorrow or as many times as you want throughout the day. The application is free, doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost me anything. And, you know, we'll just listen to you. Some other people will listen to you. Some people might not listen to you, or they may think, wow, she comes on a lot. Maybe I can too. Maybe they can, maybe they will. I don't know. So
Okay.
it's just a matter of just doing something. Hey, Carla.
Hi, teacher.
It's
How
good
are
to
you
hear your
today?
voice. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. And I can't remember, Carla, what was your word from yesterday? Carla's word from yesterday was connectivity.
Uh,
Connectivity.
Connectivity, right?
Connectivity. So, did you have difficulty getting connected? Was the connectivity? Did you have any connectivity problems today, Carla, or you just
uh,
not coming on?
I don't have a problem connectivity today. In fact,
Okay.
I
Mhm.
have a good connectivity with my peers in job and
Okay.
now with you guys.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, that's very good. My word was positive, and you see, my word is positive, and I'm trying to think, how can I put positive in this conversation? It doesn't flow. So I'm having difficulty trying to place the word positive in there, but I do know the meaning of positive. Positive means that something is good, has met with my approval. I'm accepting of it. I acknowledge. I think that was Herman's word, acknowledge. Um, but anyway, that's just a different way of, it's a strategy. We're always looking for strategies, but a strategy will only work as well as your willingness to use it. And with practice, not many people want to do any written activities. I certainly don't want to do any written activities when I'm learning, but that too is a part of it. But in lieu of writing, I will do more speaking or listening and then mimicking what I have heard as opposed to writing it down. And that way you'll come across many ways to use a variety of things. So when you come across something that is new to you and you haven't heard it before, you weren't expecting to hear it or see it, you'll say, ah, I feel so lucky that I came across this today. And when you start to see that the word come across is popping up in your head, you are fluent with that. But if you're struggling with coming up with, not so much in my case, the word positive, because I'm not learning the language, but if I was learning Spanish, I would have to use those words over and over and over again so that they would come to my brain automatically. Positive is in my mind, but I have not got a scenario where positive just fits in easily with what I want to say. So in my mind, I want to say, I know a lot of vocabulary words. However, on top of my head are some thoughts that I want you all to get and gain, that as you come across something new, the connectivity is going to be there with its use. All right. So Carla, let us hear from you. Let us hear you tell us something today. Tell us something about your day. Tell us something about what you're going to do this weekend. Anything that you wish to give you an opportunity to practice speaking.
Well, first of all, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Well, today I was exhausted day. I was in the job working, and in the same time I'm happy because I had a productive day today.
Mhm.
And now I happy because I had opportunity to join in this time with you.
Oh, how sweet. That is very endearing. Thank you for the positive
Yeah,
comments about
thank
joining
you.
us today. So there was
Oh,
your
I
word.
forgot to mention it, the word.
And that's okay for now, Carla, because as I said, sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge to find out how to put the word that you've chosen into the conversation. And I would venture to say that the word connectivity is not necessarily a word that you want to learn how to use. You only provided that word because I asked you for the word. In Crystal's case, Crystal gave me the word connector, which really wasn't the word she wanted to use. She wanted to know more about transitional phrases. I think transitional phrases, Crystal, are just as important, if not more important, than phrasal verbs.
Mm.
And the purpose of using phrasal verbs is to shorten the conversational sentence. Reason we use transitional phrases is to take two long sentences and shorten those sentences and use a phrase like also. And here's an example. My dog has long hair. My cat has long hair. And I don't want to comb either cat or dog. So my cat and dog, and is that connector, has long hair. Instead of saying my dog has long hair, I can put the two together with the and, or I could say also, my cat has long hair, also my dog. And I know that you're talking about your dog has long hair, but that's just something that you're hearing me say it, and you'll hear me say it again and again and again, and then eventually, oh, I get it. And getting it means that you have a basic understanding of easy words, dog, cat, and
Mhm.
then you're learning also. So also is a transitional phrase. All right. Douglas, what do you want to share?
Well, I was thinking a lot of information, and when you were talking about the uh, vocabulary words,
Mhm,
I went back to our classes,
mhm,
and I was researching, trying to looking for some words like underestimate, because people used to underestimate the exercises with the phrasal verbs.
mhm.
And in my mind,
Yeah.
uh, in my mind is my phrase, people.
Mhm,
Okay.
In my mind, that was a very important resource,
mhm,
because it was important to to put that word in my mind, in my routine, and the more I applied that vocabulary words during that week,
mhm,
the more I could uh, become secure with
mhm,
that.
mhm,
I still remember about the word wonder, because I like this word, but I didn't apply that much more. And when I applied wonder during the vocabulary word,
Mhm,
now I can understand where I can apply it when I want to talk about something I wanted to know in my mind.
mhm,
And unfortunately, because it's difficult to speak and it's not so common, but you can use this word a lot of times if you are going to tell something you didn't like at all. Unfortunately, something happened. So everything um, turned turned better with this simple and at first time foolish quotes
mhm,
to quotes exercise,
mhm,
because we are adults and we don't like to play like kids play,
mhm.
but it really works. I I
Yeah,
I, I really like it. The
I,
vocabulary
I
words.
and I love your positive attitude about that. And this is so true. If we could get out of ourselves and not think that we are an adult and we should know this already, it would free us up to learn faster. But unfortunately, we have that inhibition that says, you don't know this yet. Why would I know it? I haven't practiced using it. I don't hear people saying it. And when I hear it, I have an idea of what is being said, but being able to respond is the challenge. So it's the interaction, like what we're doing now, that yes, I understand what she's saying, I understand what he's saying or what they said, but am I able to use these words myself? And unfortunately, I'm not. But with consistency and constant practice, we can do this.
Yeah,
And I'm glad you posted that word because when you have one word, you notice I said consistency, then there's constant, and there is other words that we could use. Like, I don't know what they are now, but consistent, consistency. There are probably 5 words that mean the same thing. Then you
yeah,
start to interchange those words so that when you're speaking, you're not sounding boring. You may not sound boring to yourself, but to a native English speaker, wonder why you keep saying constant. Why don't you say consistency? Constantly. But you don't know that you can use those words until you start to use them. There's no reason to try to use all 5 of them until you learn one of them, though. You need to make sure that you understand how to use the word. Not, not so much know the definition, because when you are listening to a speaker, you understand what they are saying. Your response, your verbal response, might suggest that you don't understand, but you do understand. I'm impressed with what English language learners are able to read and answer questions a lot better than a lot of English speaking people because we're not test takers. Yes.
there's something more I want to tell is that most of the times we are trying to study in English, and all of us are trying to speak like a native one. And I was paying attention to my younger daughter. She is 12 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a big girl. And sometimes we are talking, and I say a specific word,
Yeah.
which is not so common. But when I talk to an adult, people will understand me. And she stops me and asks me, "What does it mean?" And I look
Mm-hmm.
at her like, why, why don't she know? But because it's a new word for her,
Mm-hmm.
you see. she speaks Portuguese since she was born, and even though after 12 years, she is still learning new words. That's what we have to be more patient
Exactly.
with ourselves. That the most important at the first time is to communicate. And for
Exactly.
the second, to get a fluency and things like that. Because the first time I was in the United States, I remember an old lady asked me to take her crunches for her. I said, what's a crunch? I don't know what's it. It's next to you. Look at there. I said, oh, I know what crunches is. So
Okay.
at that time, that new word came to my vocabulary because I knew what does that word means. Is that okay? Grammarly?
It's close, but
But
what I want to ask, because I didn't get what is this thing that she was asking? What is the thing? I don't know what.
yes,
No, tell me.
crutches. When you need
Oh, with a
to
broke leg.
crutches.
Oh, like with a broke
Whereas when
leg.
you need to walk like a
Ah, crutches. Yeah. Okay.
crutches,
Mm-hmm.
crutches.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, I've got a new vocabulary word,
Mm-hmm.
like I have shown a new vocabulary word to my daughter today
Mm-hmm.
when we were talking about specific situation, and
And
that we
the good thing also, Douglas, is as you learn the one new word about a thing, you have already learned other words that you can surround these crutches.
crutches.
So you could say, could you get me the crutches? Could you give me the crutches? But if you don't know, give me, get me, it's just a thing, crutches.
Nothing works.
So it's a slow process that somehow the brain will start to fill in the gaps for you with practice, with the little words that makes the sentence. Then your phrasal verbs will start to flow in, but I can't say that they will flow in, Crystal, in 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 years. It really depends upon you. Now, I will tell you what has happened with me. Now, this may not be of any interest to any of you, but I started a YouTube channel of folk tales. And I'm so excited about my folk tales. I'll post the link. And I have about 40 videos that I have created. Some are like, ugh, they're like, what on earth? But I knew if I continued to work at it, they would get better. On Monday, this is what consistency, constantly doing something, the universe is going to bring to you things that is going to enhance what you're doing. I found an app Monday that it just makes things so easy. So I will show you. This is just amazing. And it's an opportunity for me to put more videos on my YouTube channel. I'm going to go to share and I'm going to open it up first. And I didn't know how to do this. And I would spend like 2 hours making a video. Now I can make a video in probably 5 minutes using this
Wow.
application that the universe has brought to me because of my persistence, my wanting to do something in a very good way, but not take forever to do it. Let me see. I'm going to go to, where is it? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Quick and easy. It's called Storyteller Moon Team. All right, I'm going to go to share my screen now. Share my screen. Share my screen. All right, think of a lesson that you want me to teach you, and that would take about 5 minutes, not phrasal verbs, because I've already created that one. What would you like to learn today? And you may not
A
know
phrasal
exactly.
verb?
No, I've already done the ones for phrasal verbs, so we don't need to do another phrasal verb. What would you like to learn? Just say anything, anything that you wish.
Phrasal verbs with get.
Not phrasal verbs, because
Not phrasal verbs.
Sorry.
I've already
Okay.
done phrasal verbs.
Different ways to say goodbye in a message.
Okay, so a different way to say goodbye in message. Now, do you see my screen yet, Share? Let me know when you can see my screen. I don't even see it.
I
Do you see it? You see my screen?
yes.
Yes.
The motion generate with AI.
And okay, great. So now let me move this. So you see, I'm going to go to generate, create a lesson for English language learners. What was it that we're wanting to learn? What is it, Douglas?
It was about the how to expressions to finish emails, to say goodbye in emails.
How to end a conversation in an email and in person. Please create this at a 7th grade level. And I just say a 7th grade level so that if it's more difficult than I would think, I can try and explain it. So I'm gonna click on ratio, video, and we started at 8:12. It's 8:12. I just want you to see how quickly this is going to be. 8:12, and generate. Now we're creating this video, and it's at 0, 5.
What's the of the page, Dr. Priscilla? Motion.
Moonshun.
Motion.
Motion.
Motion with 2 O's.
Yeah, like
Like
moon. Well, not like moon, but moo, like the cow. Motion. Like a
okay.
cow. Okay.
Mootion.
Okay.
Teacher, what are the main motion? I couldn't understand
To
that.
move.
Yeah, it's motion, but I don't know what the meaning is. That's just the name of the application, just like a Telegram application. This is a motion application. And I think it's, and I'll choose Andrew to talk, composite. So we started at 8:12. I'm almost finished. And it's going to create for me a 2 or 3 minute video. Sometimes it's 1 minute. So what we're going to do now, this is
created a summary already.
It's ending a conversation, whether in an email or in person. This is a vital skill that leaves a positive, there's my word, positive impression. In emails, summarize key points, use polite closing phrases, and include your name. In person, recap important details, employ courteous phrases, and be mindful of body language. Practicing these steps ensures respectful and smooth conversation endings. So we're almost 90% finished.
Amazing.
And it's just like, this just appeared. Well, it didn't just appear, but the universe will bring to you what you're diligently working toward. So now it's a thumbnail and the video. Because we're going to see this as a YouTube, I'm going to go to YouTube now. YouTube. Go to my channel. Hello. Upload a video. Okay, here's the video. It's done.
Yeah.
And it's mastering conversation closures. And I got my thumbnail. That's my little thumbnail. Click next. I'm not sure why something isn't letting me, oh, I need to close something. Okay, put my thumbnail in again. Thumbnail. All right, I'm going to do it without the thumbnail.
Don't you need to open?
I'll put the thumbnail in a little bit later. I'll put the thumbnail in after class. But it doesn't take long to put the thumbnail in. All of that is just something just really simple to do. And next. Next. And it's going to be public, and publish. So this video is going to be 2 minutes long. Close. And exploring, no, not exploring
No,
English.
it's not that.
It's not that one. So let me refresh. Oops, you don't have permission to be here. I'm gonna go back out. This is what is called Murphy's Law. When you want something to work in a very quick way, it doesn't
It doesn't work.
it doesn't always do that. Okay, but I'm going to use my studio. Go to my content. English idioms. Understanding building home. Content. Well, I can assure you that it's here. So what I'm going to do is let you see it from the from here. All right, here.
Okay.
This is not on my YouTube channel, but it is the same.
It's the sample. No.
Okay, play. Master.
The audio is not getting to us, but
Okay, let me stop. All right. I don't know where this, if it's in the
it's working. It's interesting. Very interesting.
but here it is, and I will post it. So here it is. But these are the suggestions. Summarize your main points before ending.
Mhm.
Okay, so
It's amazing.
I know that you all were not able to necessarily hear it, but you can see how quickly
He
a
created a text.
lesson, the text, the lesson, just out of what you ask it to do. Now, when it is difficult for me to understand what it is that you're actually asking, this AI, artificial intelligence, has a way of understanding what the learner is asking when I'm trying to like, well, I don't understand what you're asking. I can put it in there. And what it gave me was different ways to respond to an email that I'm wanting to close. As a learner, the video may say something where it says, be sure to use your name in the closing. If you're not sure what closing means, now I have something more tangible that I can respond to that will help you understand what it means. It also talked about how to end a conversation in person. It gave me ideas in my mind that I can use when I'm trying to explain to you, the learner, this is how to end a conversation when you're ready to say bye. These are different ways to do that. Now, one might say, what is the benefit to you of this video? The benefit of the video for you as a student or someone who follows me on YouTube and you write in the comments, I didn't understand what was meant by blah, 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 blah. One, I know that you're watching my YouTube. That will give me an opportunity to interact with you because you're making it a win-win. You're asking me questions and I'm answering. But that's how quick I have created videos today and yesterday, but I schedule them at different times so that no one is going to sit and just watch all of my videos. I know that. And something with the algorithm, as I tried to explain when you all were helping me to reach my peak numbers, that the algorithm looks at how frequently am I posting, how often are people visiting my YouTube channel, blah, 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 blah. So, um, so that's that. For you, Crystal, I think the video about phrasal verbs may come out tomorrow, but I can just take a quick look. Look, YouTube. And if I remember, I will post it in this group so that you can find it
Okay.
a little bit easier because we're talking about it. Switch channel. Content. Okay, so exploring English idioms, schedule. You can see that in the second column that these are all scheduled. I did these all today. So they're all scheduled at different times, understanding connected. Here's yours. It's going to come out on October 9th. Understanding connectors. Now, when you use the word connectors, Crystal,
Yes.
you weren't wanting to really know about connectors, but I created this one. I'm going to make it available now so you can understand the connectors. So at the end of this class, it will be available. Understanding connectors. Where's the schedule? Here. Today is the 18th. 18th. I'll make it available at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Oh, 8:30. I'll make it available 8:30. 8:30. 8:30. October, September 18th. September 18th. Yeah, so it should be available in 4 minutes. It is going to be available. So I'm going to put it here, copy. And the one that I just created about the phone or saying goodbye, I'm going to change the date to this date. All right. Now I'm going to come back to where you all are. And so Crystal, go ahead and click that link so you'll have it. That will, it's talking about connectors.
Yes,
All
teacher,
right.
thank you.
So we are at an hour and a half now.
Mhm.
What comments, questions do you all want to ask of me? Anything?
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yes.
About our participation on the Telegram group.
Mhm.
May we share our opinion to just
It's
say something we are thinking about,
mhm.
or
Yeah,
uh,
it's probably this. Well, I don't know about the Telegram group that you all have because I don't know that Telegram group can actually see everybody at once. You in Telegram, you just say something, then your picture goes away. You don't meet like this on Telegram, is that right? Or am I wrong? Crystal,
sorry,
okay, Crystal, in your Telegram group with the Take Lessons students, do you all meet in a group or just on Telegram?
I'm sorry, teacher, I didn't understand. Sorry.
Do you have a Telegram group for the Take Lessons?
I use Telegram a couple times.
Okay, but do you meet in a group like Zoom or just talk on the?
now we have a WhatsApp. WhatsApp is similar to
We have
Telegram. It's very
Yes, we
it's more popular.
Okay, but do you see everybody or just one person?
no, we can see when someone writes something or send a message. All of
Okay,
us,
okay, so this is the same as
Yeah.
Telegram, probably not like Zoom.
but it's another app, but it's like WhatsApp.
Okay, all right. So now, what is your question, Douglas?
The main idea, what do you want us to post on the group? It's we can send a message about what we are feeling, or take a photo, because correct me if I am wrong, please. You told us not to type, but to make audios
Right.
or videos.
Now you can type something, but I don't want you to type. Today, I was sitting in the office and I was thinking about the class that we had, and I was wondering, how can I improve my ability to use this word? I don't want you to type that because I'm not going to read it. But if you want to pick up the phone and say, I'm going to say something, just because.
For instance, I was watching a YouTuber, very famous YouTuber. His name is Lewis Hose.
Sell
Something
this
like
$5 spatula
Uh-huh.
on Amazon and compete with hundreds of other spatula sellers. Or you can sell
And
digital products
go
on
ahead.
Amazon
Go
and
ahead.
compete with almost no one.
I thought that
I
someone
use the
was
brand new Amazon
talking.
platform that's
Then what?
banned the sale of physical products.
Okay.
And without me buying or shipping,
I don't know why
inventory
this
or
other
storing
voice is on there.
anything, Amazon's still paying me over $40K a month.
And if I get out of here,
100% digital, so the
go
products
there,
live on my computer or laptop.
there.
Today we're going to talk about Trump and Republicans shooting themselves in the foot in the aftermath of the debate, and I interview Mark
Honestly,
Cuban about
I
Trump's
can
fake
find
disaster.
so many
He also
things to
uses
turn
Twitter
off.
for disinformation.
I want to turn
And
on
we're
something
working
else.
with Cost Plus Drugs to bring drug prices down.
Start
I'm Ryan
now.
Taylor Cohen, and you're watching No Lie.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again. And
So I was saying that if it was really interesting, the interviews that this man uh, makes. So maybe I can talk about this, or I can share the link maybe, because
yes,
if I
you can share a link like I've shared a link, but don't just share a link and assume that whoever sees the link is even interested in the link. But you might want to say, I'm sharing this link about this man who discussed how to increase your brain power. Here's the link
yes,
if you're interested. If I look at that link, I might say, wow, I'm going to say that was a great video or a great talk about whatever it was. Then Carla might look at it, oh, Priscilla liked that. I'm going to watch it too. And she'll say, she picked up her phone and she records. And Douglas sees what Crystal has sent, what Carla has said, and what I have said. So he decides he's going to listen to it too. And he'll go to it and says, you guys are amazing. I'm happy that you posted that link. Now I'm
okay,
going to give you all, so
interact with each other.
it's for you to do anything that you want to do. So now I'm going to put in here. Hey, everybody. I just want to say that we are live at our Telegram group, talking group, but we're just on Zoom. We're not having a live session here on Telegram, but I want to post here. If you want to participate in activities this week, the link is the same and it's for anyone in this group. Click on the link at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and join us live on Zoom where you're talking. We're working with vocabulary words, phrasal verbs, and vocabulary words that, for one, begins with the first letter of your name. It seems that I've been talking for about 5 minutes, but I still have 40 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go. So I'm going to say, join me if you can and speak about anything. Just let me know that you're joining. Bye for now. So you see that I felt like I was talking for an extremely long time, but you only get 1 minute to talk. But it's when you start talking like in your native language, it seems like you're going on and on and on. But to the listener whose language isn't Portuguese or Spanish, it seems like it's going very quickly. But for you, it seems like, wow, I'm still talking. I still have 20 seconds. So again, Crystal, anything that you wish to say, if you want to post the link, and you can post the link for the Zoom class. And because I didn't post the Zoom link before, maybe some students from, that you don't know will join us. And I go live every day on my Facebook page. I know that you guys are working and a lot of people are in my Facebook group, but they don't participate. They just come to look. Maybe they come to look at me. I don't know. But I committed to going on every day for the month of September on Facebook, only because I'm taking the video from Facebook and putting it on YouTube. So it isn't like it's a waste. Okay, anything else before we go for tonight?
Oh, thank you, teacher.
No, thank you. That was a great class.
It's always good to see you. Crystal, be sure to watch the 2-minute video. Watch the 2-minute video, and you can just tell me what you thought of it. What did you learn? If you learned one thing,
yes,
then practice that one thing. I can't really know exactly what it was about, but I know that I created it. So, but I also just wanted to show you how easy it is to create lessons now once I know what it is that you are somewhat interested in. Not that you're going to learn the lesson from the video, but it gives me a talking point. I feel like I'm talking too quickly for you, Carla. Carla, are you with me? Are you
Yeah, of
understanding?
course,
Are you
of
getting
course,
me?
teacher.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank
All right,
you.
all right. So
Sadie sent you greetings because she couldn't attend today. And I don't know, maybe tomorrow I can't attend to, but
no pressure. If you can come, come. If you can't, that's fine. I was telling Douglas earlier, it's like an accountability. I have said that I will show up. Even if you can't, I will be here. And if no one shows up, I will still be here. But I will be going to Greensboro to meet with parents and email on tomorrow. But I should still be able to be on Thursday and Friday. All right.
okay.
Okay. It's good to see you guys. See you tomorrow.
Good to see you. See you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow,
Bye.
teacher. God bless
Have a
you.
good night.
Bye.
God
Bye.
bless you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.